I'm happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 5 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. But 100 years later, the people are not free. 100 years later, their life is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. And so we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. There's something that I must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which lead into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful hope, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity and discipline. Again and again, we must rise a majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. We cannot walk alone. And as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back either. And so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day these nations will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream today. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in the nations where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. With this faith, we will be able to transform by jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, and to stand up for freedom together. And knowing that we will be free one day. And this will be the day. This will be the day when all God's children will be able to sing with a new meaning. From every mountainside, let the freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Let the freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let the freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. But not only that, let the freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let the freedom ring from every hill and molehill of the Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all God's children will be able to join hands and sing in words of the old people spiritual. Free at last, thank God Almighty, we're free at last.